Welcome to the Angel Room. I'm so grateful you're here with me today. Our topic is one that touches every heart on the spiritual path, trusting divine signs. You've probably had moments where you wondered if that feather on your path, that repeating number on the clock, or that dream in the night was just coincidence, or if it was the universe, God, or your angels speaking directly to you. Today, we'll explore how to recognize these signs, how to trust them, and how to let them guide you into deeper alignment with your soul's journey. First, a special hello to my listeners in Airdrie, Canada. So happy to have you here with me. Now, take a deep breath, settle in, and let's step into this sacred space together. First, what are divine signs? They are just gentle nudges from God, could be your higher self, your angels, your guides. They're just guiding you towards your higher good. And they're never meant to frighten you, to control you, or to confuse you. Instead, they are confirmations of love. And they show up in many ways. They can be repeating numbers like 111, or 444, or 2222. A song that comes on at the perfect moment, and the lyrics just really speak to something that's in your heart, something you've been struggling with. A dream that feels more real, more sharp than ordinary life. An animal crossing your path in a way that makes you pause and think that's not normal. A sudden inner knowing that warms your heart. These are some of the signs of the language of the unseen world, reminding you that you are never alone. So, why do we doubt signs? Even when signs do appear, many of us doubt them. We think, maybe I imagined that, or that's just a coincidence. Why do we do this? It's often because of conditioning. We've been taught to value logic above intuition, to dismiss what cannot be measured, but spirit does not speak in spreadsheets or statistics. Spirit speaks in synchronicities, in whispers, and in the subtle weaving of events. Here are some of the primary causes of people not trusting divine signs: doubt and skepticism. Many people second guess whether a sign is truly from the divine or just a coincidence. Their logical mind overrides their intuitive knowing, making it hard to accept spiritual guidance. Fear of being wrong. There is often fear that interpreting a sign incorrectly could lead them astray. And this fear of making a mistake can cause them to dismiss signs altogether. By the way, this is the main thing that holds a professional intuitive back from saying exactly what they hear from the divine. Mostly this happens earlier in your career, but it takes time to overcome that fear. Past disappointments. If someone once believed in a sign that didn't lead to the outcome they hoped for, they may lose trust in future signs and grow hesitant to rely on them again. Overthinking and analysis. People sometimes analyze a sign so much that they strip it of its meaning. In trying to prove or disprove it, they end up talking themselves out of believing it. Lack of spiritual awareness. If a person is not in tune with their spiritual self or is disconnected from their intuition, they may not recognize divine signs at all, or they may disregard them as random events. Cultural or religious conditioning. Some traditions dismiss signs as superstition or discourage trusting anything outside of strict doctrine, and this conditioning can prevent people from opening their hearts to divine messages. Control and ego. Trusting signs often requires surrendering to a higher power. For those who prefer to stay in control or who lean heavily on ego, it feels safer to ignore signs than trust in something unseen. And last, lack of patience. Divine signs don't always make sense right away. Often they don't make sense right away. Impatience can lead people to dismiss them instead of allowing their meaning to unfold over time. This is one of the main reasons I keep encouraging you to keep a journal. Write down the day, the time, and the message you heard, the message you received, so that if it keeps coming through again and again, you can see that pattern. Also, when time unfolds, a divine time happens and it makes sense, You can look back and go, oh, yes, I did get that message. That will help you start trusting the messages, the signs that you get. When you doubt, it doesn't mean you're failing spiritually. Just know that. It means you're human. And the journey is to learn how to move from doubt into trust, from questioning into receiving. So, how do you trust divine signs? Trust builds like any relationship, with time, with openness, and practice. Here are a few gentle ways you can lean into trust. One, pause and receive. When a sign appears, stop for just a moment. Place your hand on your heart and just breathe it in. And this act of acknowledgement strengthens a connection. You're saying, I got your message. It was received. I understand that was divine message right there. Even if you don't understand it, keep a journal. Write down synchronicities, angel numbers, dreams, nudges, whether you got messages awake or asleep. Over time, you'll see patterns and proof that the universe has been speaking to you all along. Ask for confirmation. It's perfectly fine to say, angels, if that truly was a sign, well, I need you to send me another one in a way I can clearly recognize. You will be amazed at how lovingly they respond to you. Trust how you feel. Divine signs carry a vibration of peace, joy, or warmth. If your body feels lit up with love, that's confirmation. Here's some real life stories that you can maybe relate to. Maybe it'll help you recognize some things that have happened for you. So I just think they really illustrate the beauty of trusting your angelic signs. A woman I worked with kept seeing feathers on her path every morning while walking her dog. And at first, she just kind of brushed them off. Weird. But then one day, when she was worrying about her father's health, she found not one, but three feathers placed in a triangle right at her feet. She finally paused, held them in her hand, and asked the angels, Is this you? And at that moment, her phone pinged with a text from her father saying he was feeling stronger and more hopeful. From then on, she began trusting the feathers as angelic love notes. Another story is about a man who struggled with whether he should change careers. Every time he thought about leaving his job, he saw the number 555. He was seeing it on license plates, on receipts, even on random signs in a store. And at first he laughed it off. He thought he was just looking for it. But then he remembered that 555 is a number of change and transformation. He took the leap. And later he said the signs were like a cheerleading squad from heaven, giving him the courage to move forward. My dear friend Terry Ann kept seeing the same five numbers in the same pattern over and over before I knew her. She had no idea what they meant, but she knew they were sent by her angels. She kept her eyes open for clues, and finally, she saw a milepost marker in Sedona with that very same five numbers in the same order. And that sign happened to be right in front of the business I owned at the time. Terry Ann saw our business sign and realized that she was being led to us, like she could feel it in her soul in that moment. She walked in, she became a client of my business partner and dear friend Roz. And later, Terry Ann joined us in the business. She was a Sedona Soul Sister with us. Terry Ann followed her gut feeling that she was being led. I want to talk a little bit about inviting signs into your life because so many of you tell me that I'd love to get signs, and I know you're getting them, but maybe you need them to be more powerful or more frequent. So if you'd like to experience more divine signs, you can invite them in. Angels love to be asked, and often they must be asked before, otherwise, they will respect your free will. So you can say something like, Angels, I am open to your guidance. Please show me clear signs in ways I can easily recognize and trust. As always, change the words to those that feel right and comfortable for you. Make it your own. It's never about saying exactly what I say. Then go about your day with open eyes and an open heart. The signs will appear, maybe not instantly, but sometimes instantly, and sometimes when you least expect them. Remember, divine timing is part of the process. Trust that those signs will arrive when you need them most. So, what do you do when signs don't appear? Let's say you've been asking and no signs have come. This does not mean spirit has gone silent. It can mean you already know the answer in your heart and the angels are inviting you to trust yourself. We all need to come to that place where we trust our own intuition. The timing isn't right yet, so the sign is waiting until the perfect moment to present itself. You're looking so hard that you're missing the subtle whispers around you. You're expecting some big grand sign, and it's actually small, subtle ones that are happening. It can also mean that you're pushing for something that's not meant for you. In those moments, just soften, relax, breathe, return to gratitude, and often when you let go, the signs start flowing with ease. I have a guided angel meditation for you today that's going to help you with this process. So, if you can, let's take this short journey together now. If not, come back and watch this later. If you're able, close your eyes, take a deep breath in, and slowly release that breath through your mouth. Feel yourself surrounded by light. Imagine a beautiful golden glow encircling your heart. Now silently say, "Angels, I am open to receiving your signs." See yourself walking along a peaceful path now. Along the way, you imagine signs appearing just for you. Perhaps a feather, could be a shining number in the sky, a song on the wind. Whatever you see or hear, receive it with gratitude. Let this vision remind you that signs are always within reach, waiting to bless your life. Take one more deep breath, and when you're ready, gently return. You can do this kind of exercise anytime you like, when it's convenient for you. It doesn't need to be long to be effective. Just some thoughts about this to kind of wrap up this episode. Trusting divine signs is not about superstition. It is about relationship, your relationship with God, with your angels, with your guides, and with your own higher self, your soul. The more you trust, the more signs appear. And the more signs appear, the more your trust deepens. It becomes a beautiful circle of love and guidance. And it might take you some time to get there, but you can get there. So as you go forward this week, I invite you to open your heart to one new sign. Ask for it, trust it, and allow it to guide you. The signs you receive may be something other than the ones I mentioned today. They come in so many forms, so stay open to what you receive. Don't judge it, just make note and trust. Remember, you are deeply loved, you are never alone, and the universe is always speaking to you. I hope that if you get a sign, you'll come back and leave a comment and let me know the sign you got, how it happened. I love hearing your stories. Thank you for joining me today in the Angel Room. Tune in next Sunday when the topic is, Are you a spiritual channel? Until next time, may your angels surround you. May your angels protect you every moment, every day of your life. I'll see you next week.